Hi, I'm Nancy Harkness, romance author, and this is Writer Unedited Live number 77. Writer Unedited is where I sit at my writing desk, nothing fancy, and just chat about whatever's going on in my writing life and sometimes in my personal life too. So let's get going. Oh, I always forget. If you miss a live, you can always find it on you can find all previous lives on my YouTube channel if you want to check it out. Especially since now Facebook deletes lives pretty quickly, like I think in 2 weeks I think it's 2 weeks or 3 weeks maybe. So they just vanish from Facebook, which is fine with me because I preserve them on my YouTube channel. So, there's a third viewer. Whoever number 3 is, please type in it just a hello so I know who you are. If you have questions, start typing them in now because I don't have a whole lot to say today. Because as Sally knows, I've been revising like a fiend, and I handed in the revisions to my developmental editor, or sent in the revisions to my developmental editor yesterday afternoon. Woo! What a feeling. Oh my goodness, so good. I am amazed I got it revised before I had to hand it in. But I did it. I did it. So my brain is fairly fried at this point. For more than one reason. So I've talked about what a developmental editor does, which is the big picture stuff, arc, character arc, plot arc, that kind of thing. I also sent it to a cold reader. And why would I do that, and what is a cold reader? Well, when you're writing a series, and I'm now on the 3rd book in the series, Raoul's the 3rd book in the series, if you don't count the novella. I guess you could say it's 4th almost. I like to make sure that my books can be read as standalones. So if you come into the series on Raoul's book, you'll still be fine, right? You don't need to go back and read the first 2, although I certainly hope you will. But my problem is I've been writing the series for so long, and I know so much about Kaleva and the royal family that I forget what people might not know, what readers might need to know to enjoy this book as a standalone. Things like, the dragons and the medicinal lilies, although I don't think I talk about the medicinal lilies in this book at all now that I think about it. It's kind of weird. The Vaho hibiscus, or the fact that Kaleva is an island 800 miles off the coast of Spain. I don't remember if I put all that stuff in or even it's necessary. Or things like the fact that the royal family is trilingual, all of those kinds of things. And I don't know how important they are. So I don't know if I have to put them in or not. So I like to get a cold reader. This is someone who's never read any of the Kaleva books. Hopefully he's never even heard of them. I know it's amazing to think someone might not have heard of them. Joking, obviously. But it's obviously I can only use each cold reader once, because once they have read a book in the Kaleva series, then they know too much. So I have to recruit a new cold reader every time. And this, Dara is my cold reader for this book, and my developmental editor found her for me. So I'm very excited about that. She lives in Idaho, of all the cool places. So what else? I think that was pretty much it for that. Oh, I got the revised cover for the book, for Raoul's book, and oh man, it looks fantastic. I'm so excited. It needs a few tiny little tweaks still, very tiny. But I'm very fickle. I always love the newest cover the best. I loved Gabrielle's cover when I got that done, and then I fell in love with Luis's cover when I got that done, and now I'm totally in love with Raoul's cover. Very fickle. So of course my newsletter subscribers get to see the cover first, always, so make sure you're subscribed. But I'm sure the minute I have sent out the newsletter, I will then share the cover with you guys, because I just get excited and I can't wait. Let's see. Sally says, oh good, I was afraid you had to lurk around bus stops looking for cold readers. Oh yes, Sally, that's what I do. Excuse me, have you read my book? Would you be willing to read my book? I did have my cousin Tony, who flew Black Hawk helicopters when he was younger, read over the helicopter flying scene, which you don't know about. I don't know if I should tell you this, to make sure I didn't completely mess that up. But so a lot of people contribute to the books as far as editing goes. It's kind of amazing. Gail says, so excited for Raul, even for the pic, right? Well, you've seen the picture. So you know what he looks like, but when you put it all together on the cover, I just think it's very rich. I just love it. So now that I have handed in the revisions, and it takes my developmental editor about 4 weeks to get through the book, what am I going to do? I'm going to go on vacation. Yes, I have my dumb fluffy hat for vacation again. This is the one I wore in the Panama Canal, if you guys remember. I'm going on another cruise. This is, again, a Windstar cruise. Gail said I meant the cover. Oh, right, the cover. Got it. Yes, Raul's cover. You're going to love it. I really think you'll love it. If you like the cover model, which you did, I think you're going to love the cover. So I'm going on a Windstar cruise that starts in Venice, which I visited 40 years ago. So I'm going to be interested to see if it seems different to me. I don't know how well I remember it. I loved it back then, so I hope I still love it. And then we go down the coast of Croatia, the Dalmatian coast. My sister visited Croatia several years ago, and her photos were so gorgeous that I decided I needed to see it too. So we're stopping in Rovinj, Split, and Dubrovnik. I love the names. They're so cool. And then we sail across the, whatever, is that the Adriatic? I don't even know what body of water it is, the Mediterranean, to, around the heel to the toe of Italy's boot, where we stop in Sicily, in Giardini Naxos. And I think there I decided to relax and hang out in a beautiful vineyard. It sounds fantastic. And then we go up to Sorrento, and from there I get to go see Pompeii. I'm so excited. I've always wanted to see Pompeii. It's one of those bucket list things. I saw the traveling exhibit from Pompeii. I don't know if other people saw that, which was gut-wrenching because they of course made plaster casts of the hollows where people's bodies were. The ash came down and people, like died under the ash. But it preserved the shape of their bodies so perfectly that, the body decayed. So when they started excavating Pompeii, they injected plaster into the places where there were bodies. And you can see what people looked like when they died, which is it was kind of heartbreaking. I wasn't sure I really enjoyed it. But they had all sorts of other, nice, pretty artifacts of what life was like in a Roman city. And I'm really excited about that because I've always been fascinated by the Romans. The Greeks are cool. They have a lot of great art. But I liked the practicality of the Romans. They were engineers. Their aqueducts are still standing today. Some of their walls, their, what are they called? Colosseums are still up to date. I mean, that's pretty darn impressive, I gotta say. So I like the Romans. And I've been practicing my Italian on Duolingo. Ciao, bella. Arrivederci. Grazie mille. Prego. Scusa, signore. I'm having fun. I'm having lots of fun. All right, I gotta take this hat off. It's getting kind of hot. All right, so what does Sally say? Yay, hat. Yours is newer and probably cleaner than mine, but otherwise we're twins. Yeah, I confess this is not the hat that I took to Panama. What did I do with that hat? I think I gave it to one of the crew members because I needed room in my suitcase. So this is a new one, but it's exactly the same model. I ordered exactly the same hat. Gail says, have a wonderful time. Italy is on my bucket list, but don't think I'll make it in this lifetime. Aw. Enjoy a sunrise and sunset for me. I will certainly do that, Gail. I will lift a glass of Prosecco in your honor as I drink. You should go. It's beautiful. Where have I been in Italy? Venice. This was all a very long time ago. Florence and Rome. And I loved all of them. Probably especially Rome. It has the most fabulous Roman ruins ever. So it was very cool. So when I get back, what will I be doing? I will be working on the wedding short story that I promised you, where we see the wedding from Gabrielle and Quinn's perspective. And I have to write, so because the cover for Raoul is almost finalized, I want to get it up for pre-order as soon as possible. And so I'll be writing the book blurb that you have to put on the Amazon page, which is one of my least favorite things to do. It's almost as bad as writing a synopsis. Not quite as bad, but almost as bad. So I'll be doing that. I might even work on that on the plane, but we'll see. I may just decide to take the plane ride off and sleep because honestly I'm tired. Okay, so what does Sally say? What cruise line are you using? Windstar. And the ship that we're on, it's very big. It's like 260, I can't remember. Anyway, it's good size, but it has sails. It has sails. I mean, it's a small cruise ship. I shouldn't say it's good size, but it's not like a little sailboat. It's a cruise ship. It's just a small cruise ship, and it has sails, which I think is very cool. Gail says, we still have family there, but no flying for me. Oops. You don't have to fly. Take a ship across the ocean. I think that would be amazingly cool. I hate to fly too, just so you know. I do it because I really want to go places, but I am not a fan of flying. Sally says a yacht. Yeah, I wish. No, it's bigger than a yacht. It's I can't remember the dimensions now, but it holds, I don't know, 300 passengers and then however many crew. So it's not small, but it's small compared to those ginormous cruise ships, liners, ocean liners, the huge ones. So they call it a small cruise ship, and it feels small. It's nice. Okay, so this is literally the last day to get the books on sale that are on sale for April. So Take Me Home and Country Roads are on sale in the United States for $2.49 each on Kindle. I don't know why they didn't put Take Me Home, which is the third book, on sale too, but The Place I Belong is the third book. Take Me Home is the first book. Country Roads is the second book. There's a novella called A Down Home Country Christmas. And then there's The Place I Belong, which isn't on sale at the moment. Let's see. Gail says, I'll take a ship from Nevada. Okay, you're right. That would be hard to do. No, it's a circulation thing these days. No worries. Aw, I'm sorry. That's no fun. Bummer. Okay, back to sale books. So in England, if you're in the UK, you can get The Money Man, The Hacker, and The Agent on sale on Kindle. And this is all three of the consultants. It's the whole kit and caboodle of the consultants on sale for 99p each on your Kindle. And today is the last day for that. Does anybody have questions? Because I'm pretty much done. And frankly, I haven't packed yet. I've sort of been throwing things in a pile on the bed so that I won't forget them. But there is no organization going on here, I have to say. And I really need to get organized and get the instructions for the cat sitter updated and all that fun stuff. So yeah, no rest until I get on that airplane. But I'm very excited about it. So you guys, so no live next week because I'll be cruising. So no live on May, whatever that is, 7th, 6th, somewhere around there. Let's see, Sally says, do you leave bright and early tomorrow? No, I do not leave bright and early. I leave in the the evening because it's a overnight flight so I can sleep, which will be nice. And that way I don't have to go up at the crack of dawn either. I hate those crack of dawn flights. It's just miserable because you end up getting up at like 3 in the morning. Ugh. So no crack of dawn. I like to be civilized, especially since I don't like to fly anyway. So sleeping is optimum for me. All Alrighty. You guys, don't get in trouble while I'm gone. I'm sure I'll be posting pictures, assuming I can get on the internet. I will certainly try to. And see you when I get back. Love you guys.